Oh goodness, so we starting off where we left off with this boring conversation. Is there a succession plan? So we start off where we left off with Karen asking her self-defense sister, "You got a succession plan, girl?" She said, "Well, I ain't got a plan because the kids ain't researched nothing. We ain't got the funding, it ain't good for the area, they don't know what they're doing, and I don't have time." Karen said, "Well, what about the winery?" She said, everybody doing a winery. We already got a winery. But okay, girl, we can do a Uger winery. Karen Champale. Okay, so if the farm ain't making money, I'm lost. And Aunt Val married rich just like Kern. Or are you going to rezone it and put up some housing there? Maybe you should call Love and Marriage Huntsville. Get another comeback group together. What? So Val owns all the land. The family doesn't own it together. And the men don't have a share in shit. I guess he left it to Val because Val was the most responsible. She's been able to keep it running. Now we're going to have a little ancestry DNA moment. Did they have to hit us with this deep, slow Negro spiritual? They couldn't give us something a little more upbeat? I could have done God is trying to tell you something. Why not just give us swing low? Oh, wow, they got great family records. I think they should develop the land. They really don't know what to do with this land because Val ain't feeling the winery, and if it ain't going to work, then I want y'all to keep it. But what can they do with it? We going to bed at 8 p.m., and I went to bed at 8 p.m. on Sunday rather than watching this show when it came on because it's so boring. That's your plot line, an 8 p.m. bedtime. Karen, I like you, but this ain't it. It's low-key depressing because I'm like, well, what are they going to do with this land if farming ain't making money no more? And we need to eat. Why can't y'all get subsidy? The honkies get subsidy. They couldn't have no cohesion in this family photo. Half of them in black, half of them in brown, half of them in blue. The only one properly dressed for this affair is the pig they're gonna eat at the barbecue. At least that looked seasoned. Okay, and I like the Succession theme too, but y'all ain't gotta use it every 10 minutes. I keep looking up thinking the channel done changed. I'm gonna be pissed if the plan isn't up to my standards. Shut up, Andy. Get back to the show. Now we singing Amazing Grace? Y'all ain't got no happy tunes in you. How you gonna call a pig Wilbur and then eat him? Did you not miss the whole point of E.B. Charlotte's Web? Zuckerman's famous pig got to live. Y'all just trying to depress us at every damn turn. Oh, now we're having a corn shuck contest. See, I do the cut and slide method. I just whack the end and then slide off the husk. But that's me. Child, Karen gonna say, I win. You didn't take the stalk off. Okay, girl. Sounds like a sore loser to me. So now Karen talking to the brothers who ain't got shares in shit. Ain't you just wasting your breath at this point? Because you sure wasting our time. So now they're saying turn the farm into an entertainment farm where you've got corn mazes, pick your pumpkin, wine and cheese days. That could be cute. A little winery light. Winery adjacent. Winery-esque. Now this heifer got a will. Brock, you see, we just need Atlanta to come back because I'm sick of the bullshit. But of course she ain't gonna say who's in the will, so I guess when she's dead they can suss it out. But she ain't gonna tell nobody who's in the will. Was this special more pointless or more confusing? Oh, and now we're all hugging because we played at a plot line. Let's get to Kandi's crap. Brian, don't you open an episode with the Cowardly Lion wig on like that again. Oh, we trying to get Aunt Bertha, man. Wait, why Mama Joyce got a dating profile? I thought she had a man with her shake and goes. They get caught up in the acrylic fibers and never want to leave. However, Chandrika and her man June come in, and Dom says, let me fill you in on the housewarming that you were cordially uninvited to. June's like, okay, Dom, that's all well and good, but next time you show up with us, you gotta leave with us. We aren't your curbside cronies. June kind of going in on Dom. He said your alliance was with her that night. They mad at Torn for leaving them there too. But later that night in the filthy restaurant, Brian invites Chandrika to his wig funeral. And honey, I couldn't call it a funeral because them things have decomposed. That's more like a memorial. They've been dead for a year. Oh, God. So now June harassing Patrick in the parking lot because his piece of puss wouldn't let them in the party. What? June done got Chandrika a old Benz? Because you could tell by that body style, it ain't new, boo. I mean, it's cute. It's more Benz than I got, but really a old Benz. Oh, Jesus. June's still whining to every man he meets about this damn party? I just want to get a better understanding of what's going on. Your girl's a hoe. And the other hussies don't want her around. Ain't nothing wrong with being a hoe, but don't hoe at the office, because that's when it gets awky boo. So now all Chandrika's friends is mad at her man for checking them. Boos have been checked. But now we gotta burr the wig. Oh my God, we are singing Amazing Grace again. Again! Oh Lord. We got more bad news. Chandrika heading out on a triple date with Kandi, Todd, and Safari and Patrick. And the sissies said, well, speaking of which, girl, what's up with your man stepping to us? And she said, well, y'all was shady. Honey, they weren't shady. They were trying to get their appetizers on because you know you was hungry too. They said, your issue is with Dom. That's who you came with. We didn't go together, boo. So we didn't have to leave with you. Now it's time for the double date drama that doesn't exist. Oh, God, Kandi gonna say, I didn't know y'all were dressing up. Well, you always dress cheap. Not down, just cheap. Ooh, but Safari's very standoffish to Chandrika. And here I thought birds of a feather flocked together. But there's animosity in their avian world. Chandrika said, I don't need a play date. I feel how I feel, and that's that. Bump that heifer. Kandi said, well, look, y'all work together, so I need you to be familiar. So after Kandi says her piece, Safari backs down and says, okay, I guess this was a good idea, and tells us her real name is Miriam. I don't know if I would pick Safari over Miriam, but I don't think I'd be going by Miriam. Aha! So as we getting to know how the couples meet, Safari says he slid in my DMs on the gram and I saw he was a trick, so I made him wait for 2 years. Back with Brandon, Phyllis finally comes back on screen, and it has been so enjoying not seeing her, and asks him, so are you leaving or is Dom? So Dom says, I'm gonna need Brandon to go. I've been here longer. Oh, Lord, I know Todd is not complaining about getting a prostate check when you married to Kandi Pegum Burris. Your anus ain't no stranger to a little play. Oh, Patrick thinks he's gonna propose. Oh, Safari at lunch with Kandi, and she said, well, I ate earlier because I'm vegan. Kandi said, well, I eat all the time because I'm me. Candy's concerned about Safari and wants to protect her Patrick. Kandi wants to know, what you mean Patrick was a trick? Kandi, if you don't know what a trick is, then I know something. She said, look, he showed me hoe, so I went with the flow, don't you know? When he showed me sincere, I gave him the snatch. She said, look, I was just gonna get some dick and go. But yes, I've turned your whole nephew into my house husband. Patrick's all on his weird twin flame soulmates, and Todd said, is she saying the same thing about you? No. Here's the one. Here's. Girl, you wanted to be on the show. Kandi buys it and accepts her into the fold. Child, he'll have a new girl by season 2. Meanwhile, across town, with the cast of Pose ATL, Brian done got a new Sharpay to sit on his head. Oh, and our sisters Dawn and Chandrika arrive. Chandrika looks like she could use a wig funeral herself. And with a ratty head, Chandrika gonna tell everybody how Safari thought Patrick was a trick and he was begging for pussy for 2 years in DMs. See, this is why Safari didn't want you at the housewarming. Rashad said, I told Dom to go back outside to comfort you because, you know, I was busy being bored. But then Rashad and Dom get into it. You don't know me. Keep my name out your mouth. Oh, my God. Dom is really mad. He is canceled for me. Don't have me in the room with that person. Girl, why you so mad you couldn't stick with your friend? You want to be the Blues Clues investigator to see who was on the list? Y'all getting heated over nothing. So we gonna end it with Patrick gathering the old lady gang to ask approval to get hitched to his hussy. Well, we know Heifer Joyce is always going to say no to young love. Or love, period. Oh, he pops out his little Cracker Jack ring. Why does the diamond look so dirty? So we all happy and ready to bring Safari into the family. All right, well, I'm going to see you soon for something.